Hey Shooby-Doodlers, how are you doing? Last week in my video I was talking a little bit about marketing and advertising, and I said marketing and advertising are very different things, and Zoe Higler got in touch and made a comment saying, Why are marketing and advertising different? So I thought I would do this little video for her and for you to kind of explain how there's a difference between marketing and advertising and how it relates to creative people. Marketing, advertising, it kind of makes sense when you're selling soap, cigarettes, cars and stuff. Yeah, of course you do that. But, if you're a little lone creative on your own in a bedroom, in a studio somewhere, do you market yourself? Do you advertise yourself? I think for a lot of creatives, I kind of feel uncomfortable about that. It's like selling out. I know I'm doing my art. I don't want to be involved in this horrid commercial world. Well, there are sort of ways out of that. If you want to be that creative artist who says, I'm doing what I want to do, great. But don't expect to make a living out of it. The world does not owe you a living. But you are allowed to be that person. You are allowed to create and do whatever you like. But as I say, don't expect to make a living out of it. And don't expect the world to beat its path to your door and say, we love you, we think you're fantastic, we want to buy your work. The easy way to do that is you get a normal job and you become an artist at the weekend and sort of do that whole thing and do whatever you want, and you don't have to show anyone your work. Nobody needs to know about it. You can just do it all completely to please yourself. That is allowed. There is no problem in doing that, and that really is probably the ultimate in not selling out, except of course you've sold out in that you've got a 9-to-5 job during the week and you're still finding a way to pay the rent, to feed yourself. And in a way it is selling out. You're going to sell out one way or another. The next easy way is if you want to be that creative person and do your own thing, then you're going to have to get an agent, a label, a publisher, a gallery. You're going to have to get somebody to do all this for you, a manager of some sort. They are then going to market you, and they're probably going to market you as this wild child, this creative genius, and that's the kind. They're going to build up this story around you. A lot of marketing is about story, really, about the creative genius, and they are going to do that. So basically what you are doing is outsourcing the dirty work to somebody else. You are outsourcing the selling out. You say, I haven't sold out because somebody else is doing the dirty work and they're taking 50% of the profits, maybe even more. So then comes the kind of artist, creative, who says, I want to do this full time. I want to make a living out of this. This is what I feel driven to do. This is what I'd like to do. You've got then two types of people, I think. You've got the people who have a particular kind of practical talent. They are, a potter or something, and they've really worked at building up something, and they've got this particular style, and they're very happy to just keep making the same thing over and over again. And some people are very happy doing that, just perfecting, spending their whole life perfecting this one kind of thing, and maybe just changing it up slightly over the years. And that has very much a kind of a business model about it, I think. Where you can set up a studio and you can tell people, here I am and this is what I do, and people will sort of come back and want more and more and more, and you'll try and find new markets for your work and maybe start creating more and selling more, and it's a little business. And then there are sort of the creative people like me. I'm a children's author and an illustrator, and so basically I make children's books. And I've always loved the whole process of creating and printing. I started out in printing when I left school, and so I've loved the whole process of printing and creating printed products, and that's what I've always liked. I love scanning and doing all the Photoshop and all that kind of stuff. I have a particular problem when it comes to marketing because my readership, my end users, are children, and it's very difficult to market to children. And somehow you've got to kind of work out a way to let them know this book is available. And then you have the people who actually buy the books and pay for the books, who are the adults, who are the teachers, librarians. And so you kind of got to let them know about it, so they think, oh, would you like to read this? You know, I hear it's good. So I'm actually marketing to two entirely different markets, which is really, really difficult. So what is the difference between marketing and advertising? I think advertising is when you've already got something, you've developed something and you've got a product. You want the people to know it's there, so that you've got, say, a gallery show coming up next Thursday. You put up a poster saying, I have a gallery show coming up next Thursday, and you go on Twitter and Instagram saying, a gallery show coming up next Thursday, and you're selling this one particular event, this particular thing. Or, you know, I've got this new thing coming out, and, you know, go to my website and you can buy it for $9.99 or whatever. And it's an event, it's a product, and that's what you are selling. And if you've got something that you're continually selling, say, you know, like what you ever see on billboards, like, you know, it used to be cigarettes. I can't think I see billboards much, but anyway, you know, movies, whatever, sides of buses and things like that. Wherever you see advertising, it isn't just the product, because you've got the logo there and you're constantly promoting the brand. And so a lot of marketing is about the brand. Advertising is used to promote the brand, but marketing is kind of really all about the brand. Advertising is part of marketing, but it is not marketing. You really need to go back and think of what that term market means. When I think of market, I think of a little square in a town and little sort of tent things and people selling potatoes and stuff. Let's go right back to the beginning of marketing and think what it's all about. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload new videos to help you improve your creative skills. Okay. Let's think about, here we have a little farmhouse, okay, with a farmer, and down the lane we have the town, and here we have a market stall in the middle of the market. Let's see if I can draw a market stall. So it's kind of something like that, isn't it? There we go, with little stripes down the front and little stripes on the roof. So you've got the market, so we've got the farm and the market. So way back in ancient times, this is what you had. And so the farmer then has 4 fields, right? And one he needs to leave fallow every year, so that's going to rotate around. So he has 3 fields, and he's thinking, what am I going to grow? So he thinks, oh, I'll have some wheat so people can make bread. And we'll have some carrots, because I like carrots, and they grow well here. And we'll have some potatoes. And I'm going to grow all these things, and I'm going to stick them in my little cart with a horse. And here's the farmer in his hat and his little cart, horse. So they're trotting all the way down to the market every week, Wednesdays, maybe Saturdays as well. And he has his market stall, so he has to pay rent on the market stall, and it's a jealously guarded thing, you know, and he has to keep going every week. If he doesn't go every week, he will lose his market stall. Someone else will come in, and he might have to have a stall further down the market where people don't go very often. It's all about footfall. You really want to have a stall that's right in the middle where everybody goes every week. And this is where the market is. This is all marketing. So he thinks, potatoes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant my potatoes in January, and I'm going to sell them in June. This is their plan. And he thinks that's fine. That's what I do every year. And I plant my potatoes January, pick them up, and I take them into market in June. And then they go, wait a minute. what happens if I do them on December the 31st? Okay, so we're still in the previous year, just really, really early. It's a bit of a risk because there might be a frost, or, whatever. And then you might get them into market on May the 31st ahead of everyone else, because everyone else is growing potatoes. They're all going to bring them to market. When you bring great product to market early, you're the first one there. The price is going to go up and it's going to be fantastic. You're going to make a lot of money. And then the next week, everyone else has been doing this January to June thing. Everyone else is coming in their carts with their potatoes, and they go, oh, but he got sort of £2.50 for his potatoes last week, and it's only worth £1 today. They should have thought about it beforehand. This planning, this plotting, this scheming is marketing. It's thinking, what am I going to take to market? When am I going to take it to market? When is the prime time to take it to market? You can still get this wrong because they think, I'm going to plant normal potatoes. And a normal, I can't write and spell and talk at the same time. Normal pots, I'll call them. Normal pots, they're flour. They're really good for roasting, right? They're really good roasting potatoes. But look, wait a minute. In the Northern Hemisphere, June, that's summer. People don't want roasting potatoes. They want salad potatoes. So you do this thing, December 31st, you get your potatoes in there early to market, and everyone goes, oh, have you got any salad potatoes? Salad potatoes? Why do you want salad potatoes? And all the other market people go, I'm not doing salad. What do you mean salad potatoes? They're just potatoes. The clever marketer, the clever farmer goes, okay, next year I'm going to plant salad potatoes. Okay? And so let's say, whatever these ones were, say he was on an early thing, say he got £2.50. So he plants salad potatoes this time, and when he brings them around next year, he's going to get, say, £3, because everybody goes, yes, we want salad potatoes. It's sold out. Fantastic. Now, a really good marketer will, every week, 52 weeks of the year, he's coming into market. And this is all on. Oh, well, hang on, you can't see that. 52 weeks of the year, he's coming to market, and every week he's talking to his customers. Hello, madam. What can I do for you today? How's your son? Is he still in school? Has he got that place at university? He's having that chat, building up this relationship with customers. That's marketing. And round about, so where are we? December, January, February, March, let's say beginning of April, around about April, he starts talking about, they say, oh, I'm doing very nicely, thank you, Mr. Farmer, and how are you doing? Well, it's fantastic. I have got these potatoes in the ground at the moment, and they're coming on beautifully. They're going to be fantastic. Salad potatoes I'm doing this year. Oh, you're doing salad potatoes. So all through April and May, he's telling people, I've got these salad potatoes in the ground. And then towards the end of May, he said, 2 weeks time, I've got these fantastic salad potatoes coming in. Oh, fantastic. And people start thinking salad potatoes. Oh, I'll go to the butcher. We'll have ham that day. We'll have a nice ham salad and we'll do something or other. If he's really clever, he talks to the butcher. He tells them this and he says people will want salad, so the butcher makes sure he's got ham on that day. So when it comes to May the 31st and they come in with their salad potatoes, people are queuing up round the block because they're worried he's going to sell out. And he'll sell out by 9 o'clock and he can go home again. That is advertising. He's letting people know. So that is the thing that's different. And every week, when he goes there, he's got a little sign up there saying, sort of home farm, home farm potatoes or something like that. And people see that sign every week and they say, where do I get potatoes from? You get potatoes from Home Farm Potatoes, because you drill this in. Is that still on the camera? You drill this in. This is week after week after week. It's promoting this thing. Hello, madam. There you are. And it's on the bag. It's printed on the bag of potatoes. Home Farm Potatoes. They bring it home. They see Home Farm Potatoes. That is advertising. But it's part of the whole marketing strategy. That's all very well, but he's left with some of these roasting potatoes. He's got a box full of these roasting potatoes, which is just going to rot. What's he going to do? Is he going to rot, or can he somehow sell them? And he goes, I have an idea. So he goes back the next week and he has a little sign up saying, Roasties. So he creates a whole story around these other potatoes. And he's saying, yes, you're having your salads, but can't you remember that wonderful flavour of roasting potatoes? And he'll give you a little recipe, and maybe he's done a deal with the butcher down the road, and the butcher say, everybody wants ham. What am I going to do with all this roast lamb stuff, all these shoulders of lamb? They get together, and so the butcher is saying, oh, have some roast lamb, but he's selling these fantastic roasties down there. You only have it once a month. You can have salad the rest of the month. One Sunday we can have roast lamb, roast potato, and you build up this sort of anticipation and desire in people. And they don't think of them as potatoes anymore. They're not potatoes. They've been rebranded as roasties. And that's what you want, because you can taste them already, and you can see the recipe, and maybe he's got a lovely photograph of roast lamb and potatoes and carrots. You're going to want carrots with that too. That is advertising. This part is advertising, but it's all part of a huge, great marketing plan. Does that make sense? Obviously, you as a creative person don't have a farm, but you have a studio. And what comes out of that studio, you might not have a studio, you might just have a bedroom. Call it a studio anyway. This is the heart of where your creativity comes out of. It's where you sit every day and make things, wherever it is, whatever, And you sit in it's still there. You sit in your studio, and you somehow got to get stuff to market. You've got to let people know. So this could be a gallery. It could be, if you're making stuff for TV, it could be a TV station. It could be YouTube. But you've got to get this stuff out there, and you've got to make this stuff, and you've got to let people know about it. So you need your logo, sort of A for art or something, and you've got your logo. You push all that, and you keep advertising. You make sure that is on all your Twitter feeds and your little avatars and things, so that people know when they see, oh, that's that guy, that's that woman that I really like their work, and they'll keep coming back. And at the same time, you somehow, like here, you've got your market stall where you're chatting to people each week. Here, that might be Instagram, that might be Twitter, whatever. This is where you chat to people, and you start building up this group of people who are your supporters, the people who like to buy your work. They might support you in all sorts of different ways by telling other people about your work and bringing them in. That's marketing. So there you go, Zoe. I hope that kind of explains a little bit. And if it doesn't, put more questions in the comments box below, and I will try and explain it. It's a huge subject, and it's split up into lots of little different things. If you're doing it all yourself, you've got to keep taking one hat off and putting on another hat. Today I'm marketing, today I'm doing the accounts, and there's a lot of different things that you have to do. So thanks for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to Shoe Rainer Drawing channel, and keep coming back for lots more drawing videos every week. In the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye bye.